Hello, my name is Kathy Waite, and quite often I get asked by people what are the most commonly asked questions and why do people come and see you? So, the reason I use the phrase net worth management, why I call myself your net worth manager, is that far too much of the financial services is based on selling you something. And I think that's kind of what I found is that when you're 25 or 30, perhaps you are gathering things, you're gaining, saving up, you're buying products, but by the time people get into their mid 40s and 50 something, they've accumulated all these things, life has changed, and they kind of wonder, like, do I actually need this? Was I sold it? Did I need it? Life has changed, do I need it now? So I use the phrase net worth management to try and get people to think about what is it I want to do with my money? Because money is for doing things with. You can't take it with you. You can leave it to the kids. I'm sure they'd be very grateful. But, you've worked hard for it. You should use it. So net worth management is making the most of what you have. It's about taking control of your future. And it's helping people to stop worrying about their money and to start living. I have far too many conversations with 70-year-olds who have left it too long, 75-year-olds, and they have more than they will ever spend in the bank, and they haven't done a lot of the things that they wanted to. So I try to get people to think about what would have to happen, 5 years or 10 years from now, if they were looking back and they could say, things had gone well. What would that look like for me to be able to say that I'd done the things I want to, and things have gone well for me? So most of all it's not about products. A lot of it is about knowing what you want, when you want it, and who you want it with, and then figuring out how to get there as quickly as possible. So this is different. It's kind of a combination between being a financial planner and a money coach. And although I have the kind of sales background of having sold these products, I have the financial planning background, I find that either of those two alone don't help you. And if I just work in financial planning, I found that you gave people great reports and they took them away and they did nothing with them. Or they took them away and then went looked for an investment person or an insurance person, and they got upsold. So I guess what I do is different. And so for that reason, I have what I call a solve your problem money back guarantee. And if we were working together and you found that this wasn't what you wanted, then I just actually figure out how many hours work I've done and I refund you the difference. So it has actually never happened because I think people like what we do. It's fun. It's talking about your money and your future. So the top 10 questions that I get asked are: when can I retire comfortably? Are my investments doing okay? Kind of vague questions like, I think I'm okay, but I'd like to know for sure. People say, we don't have a plan. We feel slightly uneasy about the future. Another common one is, it doesn't matter how hard we work, we never seem to get ahead. And as people get older, sometimes they'll say things like, I don't want to be a burden on my family if I get sick. I don't want to be living in my kid's basement or risk running out of money. Some people manage their own investment accounts and then they want someone to bounce ideas off of. I would call those DIY investors, self-directed investors. Other people have had someone else manage their investment accounts and they say, we just seem to make no progress. With our investing, we've made nothing over the last 10 years and it's all just crashed again, and they want someone to give them a portfolio review. And at present, because investment companies are starting to put the fees on people's statements, quite a lot of inquiries are coming in and they're saying, I've just found out how much I'm paying and I can't tell if it's good value because I can't tell what my return is. My statements are so badly designed. So that's the kind of top 10 questions that new clients ask, or when I say to them, why are you looking for help? They often kind of repeat back to me. But a lot of it boils down to people just don't know what they don't know, and they want someone they can trust and they don't want to be sold to. I often hear them say things like, When I go in the bank, the answer to every problem is another product. And actually, I'm trying to save some money here, or I'm trying to use my money, not buy another product. Some of them are quite frustrated, and they'll say, if we don't chase our advisor up, nothing gets done. And then they get busy and they realise, nothing moves forward. I would say that at one time people would put up with being told things, and now people won't put up with being intimidated. They often say there's just too much jargon. I'm fed up with being made to feel a nuisance when I ask a question. I was looking at, these are two teachers, these intelligent people. I was looking at their insurance information the other day, and we just talked for 5 minutes. And she said, I've just found out more from you in 5 minutes than I found out in the last 20 years of owning this policy from anyone else. And I think that's what's going on, is that people want help. And there are a lot of advisors retiring. So some people feel like they're being shunted off to the assistant because their advisor is playing golf in the summer and is in Florida in the winter. And so they don't really know if their advisor is paying attention. And the other thing that's happening a lot is that it's actually a lot this week in the news about banks not putting clients first. And I know we all know they're there to make a profit, and as a shareholder I kind of hope they're making a profit, but I think that people are getting to the point now where they wonder if the person that you're talking to, are they actually working for me, or are they working for the name over the door, and there's something I'm not being told. So I guess that's why I try to be different. Every financial services company says, we provide wonderful service, we put you first, we're independent. But most of the time they are owned or they are sponsored by a big brand. And the fact that I don't sell products, then there is no hidden agenda. I work for you, my only income is from what you pay me. So I've been hanging around in financial services for 30 years now, and you get to see a lot. You get to see things done well, you get to see things done badly. So it's not all what's kind of in the textbook. Some of it is, applying that to real life. And sometimes you will need a product. So if a solution does require a product, then we'll bring in a specialist to help you. But there's always a promise of no BS, no sales pressure. So if you'd like to know more, if you'd like to let me help you get on track and to help you keep on track, then give me a call. It's 306-535-2255, or you can email me and I'll put my email address below.